dinner with a table full of judges one evening, and they started quoting from each other's judgments. And then I was handed a book of judgments. Sounds very biblical. And I started reading it, and I realized that this was a fantastic resource of exquisite and sometimes terrible human dramas and dilemmas that the secular state had to resolve. And I thought, well, the criminal courts is often where we go in movies and fiction, but the family division where this movie takes place is rich, really rich in human interest.
Very flatteringly, I got a phone call from Richard's agent saying that the book was about to be published, and Ian and Richard would like to know if I was interested in producing a film of it. So I read it and was. I've been a fan of Ian's work for years, and I just think it's all of the things that he does brilliantly somehow in this very simple, seemingly simple story have fallen into the perfect place. You know, I know it's not a stalker film, but there is a sort of element of that, and just the lucid intelligence of it, the complexity. It seems very simple. It's a couple of relationships, husband and wife and the boy. I think it's a perfectly phrased story.
Well, casting is always a lottery, but actually in this case there was either Emma or the film didn't get made. So that was a robust choice. And Emma was just perfect. And I know that the convention on these occasions is that you flatter your star, but I don't know what else to say because it's true.
I mean, I've never played someone with burdened with that weight of responsibility, actually, and invested with that kind of power. I mean, a judge. My favourite thing has been meeting all these female judges in the family court and going and listening and watching them. The concentration, the level, the workload, and also what they have to deal with. The life and death situations that they have to deal with, and dealing with upset people, deeply distressed children. I mean, it's a killer job. So I was, they're my new heroines, really.
I got a phone call. Someone said, would you be interested in this? And of course, once I saw the people involved, I thought yes. And then I read the script, which was beautiful, and so I said yes. I'd always wanted. We had worked together but very briefly in Beauty and the Beast.
You remember,
but very animatedly. What?
Yeah, you remembered this time.
I did. I have forgotten that before. But and I was a big fan of Richards and Ian, so I just loved it. And what I loved really was the complexity of the relationships.
It's an examination of what's the extent of our moral responsibilities for others, especially in our professional lives, and the great dilemma for Fiona May, the High Court judge, is where her responsibilities stop. How much must she give this boy who suddenly wants her to be his guide in life? And it's impossible to get right, as she discovers.